Hi guys, welcome back to the Redboat University. Just want to have a quick chat about something I think is really super important on the mat, and that is the mat culture. You know, you can have strong mats with lots of athletes. You can have mats that are family orientated. You can have mats that are competition orientated. But I think the most important thing to take into consideration is what sort of culture does your mat have? And I think I'm going through a situation at the moment where I've got a student who's finding it difficult to train with other people, or is looking at it from a perspective of, what's in it for me? We all have a little bit of that. We're all training for our own personal reasons, and I don't say there's anything wrong with that. But what I do need to make clear is that there's a mat culture that exists in this particular Redboat Wing Chun. And that is that we look after each other like a family, and that the senior students hand down the information as it was handed down to them and support each other in their endeavors to move forward into whatever belts they're going to or whatever their personal goals are. And even when they're not grading, students come along on grading days just to be a voice, to give fellow students support. And I think that culture, remember our motto is family, honor, loyalty. You need to really ask yourself, what those three things mean to you. And if it's getting to the point where you can't see that, then either the culture doesn't exist or you're not seeing it for what it really is. And I'm pretty confident the culture exists. I've been to all the schools all around the world, and I've just gone, to me, it's just like going home. It's just like getting on my own mat. And every now and again, someone's going to come along who's going to have a bit of a selfish attitude. And I'll give you an example of how even a gold belt, right? I graded a gold belt, this is 20 years ago, and we had a batch of new fourth levels come through, which means it's their turn to learn double arm chi sao. And that's a perfect opportunity for seniors to hand down some information that they were given when they were, learning the ropes. And after about 10 minutes of being paired up with the fourth level, this guy came up to me and said, "Can I change partners?" I said, "Is there a problem?" He goes, "No, I'm just not getting anything out of it." And I went, wow, every now and again, even a gold belt's going to fool you. That, they don't really have that culture. They may have bluffed their way through or given it lip service, but not really living it or breathing it or understanding it. And that was a really disappointing moment for me. Nevertheless, that student is no longer with us because he eventually just, broke so many rules and got too full of himself. Suddenly I'm a gold belt. Suddenly, I'm above everyone else. And that's, it's ridiculous. So I don't encourage that sort of behavior, and I certainly don't appreciate it when I see it, and I never see it on my mat. But if I hear about it, I want to stamp it out quickly because we just can't have that. Like I want a mat where I can come in and train hard and know that there's other people on the mat that are as disciplined as I am, but also that they have a duty of care to look after me and I look after them. No one's trying to take each other's heads off, no one's trying to hurt each other, but we pressure each other. So remember the culture and remember the motto of family, honor, loyalty. I think it's super important that permeates every single mat that we have around the world. Okay, thanks guys.